Iman Abdulmajid, better known by her first name in the professional world, is a supermodel in addition to being an activist, a successful businesswoman, and an actress. She was raised well by her forward-thinking parents in Somalia, where she was born and raised. An American photographer found her while she was attending college in Kenya, and after moving to the United States, she began to make a name for herself in the fashion industry thanks to the exotic appearance that she possessed both on the catwalk and in fashion magazines. She had a tremendous career, working as a muse for several well-known photographers and designers. She was regarded as a mega success since she was able to excel at both runway modeling and print modeling. After 14 years in the modeling industry, she decided to hang up her modeling boots and devote her time instead to philanthropy, the growth of her highly successful beauty brand for people of color, and other ventures. She has also developed a career in acting, appearing in films, music videos, and on television. In addition, she produces and hosts reality television shows. In addition to that, she has published her autobiography as well as another book that is a guide to applying makeup and taking care of the skin for people of different ethnicities. She is an advocate for children living in countries that are considered to be in the third world, as well as for raising the visibility of Black women in modeling and other forms of media. She has 2 children from her 2 previous marriages and has been married 3 times in total. She is currently married to David Bowie, who is a well-known rock musician. Iman Muhammad Abdulmajid was one of 5 children born to their parents and was raised in Mogadishu, the capital city of the Somalia Trust Territory. Her parents were progressive for the area, and they chose a masculine name for their daughter in the hopes that it would help her flourish in the future. During her formative years, she attended a Catholic school so that she might receive a superior education. Her secondary education was completed in Egypt, and in 1973 she came to Kenya to enroll in the University of Nairobi's political science program. She was born in Egypt. She traveled to the United States in order to pursue a career as a model after she was scouted by an American photographer by the name of Peter Beard while she was still in college. After being persuaded to relocate to the United States by a photographer from the United States named Peter Beard, she began her career as a model in the year 1975. The next year, she started her career as a model by landing her first job with the magazine Vogue. She was revered by fashion designers for her otherworldly appearances and was a source of inspiration for many different designers, including Yves Saint Laurent, Donna Karan, and Calvin Klein, among others. In 1989, she called it quits in the modeling industry, citing the lack of satisfaction it provided. She shifted her attention to the expansion of her enterprises and her volunteer activities. She took the lead in the production of a documentary that recounted her return to Somalia in 1992, and ever since then, she has been a prominent advocate for women's rights in both Somalia and other third world nations. The documentary she produced was directed by her. She launched her own makeup company in 1994 under the name Iman Cosmetics, which specializes in making cosmetics for people of color. She has increased the number of prestige and charitable lines that her cosmetics line is sold in addition to department stores. She has appeared in a number of films and on television. Her roles in the films Out of Africa and No Way Out are widely considered to be her most famous performances. In 2005, she released her book titled The Beauty of Color, which was a how-to manual for ethnic skin care and makeup. 2 years later, she collaborated with the Home Shopping Network on the design and production of the global chic clothing and accessories collection. In the latter part of the 2000s, she was the producer and host of the television shows Project Runway Canada and The Fashion Show. She has been active with a number of philanthropic organizations, including the Children's Defense Fund and Save the Children, among others. She severed her ties with De Beers in order to bring more public attention to the issues surrounding the ethical practices of the diamond industry. She published her autobiography, titled I Am Iman, in 2001. In it, she discusses the challenges she had with ethnicity and modeling throughout the course of her career. In her book, The Beauty of Color, Iman offers advice on how to properly care for and apply makeup to ethnically diverse skin. 2005 was the year when the book was first released. She was the producer and host of Project Runway Canada, which was nominated for and won a Gemini Award in 2007. In recognition of the singular impact she has had within the realm of fashion, the Council of Fashion Designers of America bestowed upon her the Fashion Icon Lifetime Achievement Award in 2010. Iman has gone through the experience of marriage 3 times. During her time as a student in college, she tied the knot with a Somali guy, but they later divorced after she moved to the United States to seek a career in modeling. Her second marriage, which took place in 1977 to basketball player Spencer Haywood and lasted for 10 years until dissolving, ended in divorce. After being married to Haywood for a year, she finally had her first child, a daughter named Zulika Haywood. She was involved in a car accident in 1983, which forced her to take some time off from modeling due to the injuries she sustained. Her split from Spencer Haywood in 1987 was contentious, and the legal struggle over who would get custody of their daughter lasted for a number of years. She is currently married to David Bowie, who is a well-known rock musician. They tied the knot in 1992, and in 2000, they welcomed a child into the world whom they called Alexandria Zara Jones. She is the stepmother of Bowie's stepdaughter. This supermodel is fluent in the languages of Somali, Arabic, Italian, and French, in addition to English. In the music video for Remember the Time, which Michael Jackson released in 1992, this well-known model and businesswoman was the first person to kiss Jackson on camera. This well-known model made an appearance in the film Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country.